Well, something different this morning. I'm out for another overnight session, but the target this time's pike. Now, I've not fished for pike for 20 odd years and haven't really fished seriously for them since I was a kid. So this is probably going to be a blank, but it's certainly going to be in beautiful surroundings. So I'm not going to say where I am. The day is actually several miles from anywhere. It's a nice wee remote spot to camp. At least I hope it did. So I've got the titanium tent stove with me today. It just seemed worth the extra weight as it's supposed to be getting fairly cold tonight. I've just got a rod for dead baiting and another one with a few plugs just in the off chance something's a bit more active. You can see we're well into autumn just now. It's been raining heavily for at least the last 24 hours, so everything's pretty saturated, but it makes the trees look pretty colourful in the autumn, especially the silver birch, which are just turning a fine golden colour now. I don't normally do much freshwater fishing, but the forecast for the coast today and tomorrow is pretty miserable. Wet and with a fair bit of wind. Nothing really terribly catastrophic, but enough to make it a very miserable day, to be honest. Essential items. Usually when I'm out on the hills here, I'm carrying one of these, just a locator beacon. It's my kind of final insurance policy. Kick off with one of these wee buggers. It's just a wee trout. Okay, so I'll get that lobbed in. See what happens next. Wee chimney. You need to be careful with these. I wouldn't use it in any strong wind. As long as the stove is anchored down well enough and you're careful with the positioning of the chimney and so on, it's fine. And inside here you can just see it. The central pole's actually just my walking pole.
So it just does double duty. Saves a bit of weight and space. And then just get the sleeping gear in here, and that'll be us. That's one thing I do take trouble to try and keep dry. Life will be very unpleasant on a wet sleeping bag. I did take along one luxury item tonight, and that's an inflatable pillow. My little camping setup for tonight. Catching a wee ray of sunshine between showers. So it's going to load up the tent with the rest of the stuff and get the stove at least set up. I'm not going to light it just yet, but get it set up for the evening. Get the rest of the stuff tucked away under cover. I've done this before, but it's pretty straightforward to put up. Just use this. There we go, one stove, complete the little window. So I just put the chimney up. Noisy but straightforward. It just unrolls into this cylinder shape, and you just put the rings on, and there you go. Just one cylinder. Plug it in, and then you need to guy it off on the outside. That's it, fairly simple. Switched over to plug bait. Got a few casts for this. Well, this is dinner. It just needs to get heated up. So you just stick it in some water and let the pouch heat up. Coffee ready, and hopefully this as well. So you maybe hear the rain pissing away in the tent. It seems to get quite wet out there. Well, let's see what this tastes like. It's hot anyway, that's the main thing. It's pretty good actually. This is me about to say goodnight, I think. So, nice fortified coffee. Hit the sack, I think. A couple of Netflix videos downloaded, so I'll just watch them for an hour or two. And we'll see you all in the morning. Well, I've just woken up to a nice calm dawn. Forecast to be a bit windier than this, so I'm not complaining. I'll just cast the rods out and I'm just going to pop the stove on for a little while just to get some water boiled. Oh, nice strong coffee this morning, I think. Probably two. In case anyone's wondering why there's no bacon and eggs this morning, it's not that I'm on a health kick, it's just couldn't be certain of having enough wood to get the stove going last night and this morning, so I didn't want to rely on having to cook something for breakfast, that's all. where the tent was. You can just see the drier ground, that's it. The fire pit beyond there is not mine. I just reused some of the stones to keep the tent down. This sort of terrain is pretty difficult to handle. Loads and loads of small fir trees, birch trees, going uphill, and quite a heavy pack on as well. Makes it pretty hard going. You can see here, this is just a deer track. It does make life a lot easier if you can find one going the right direction. Although it's about to take us through a bog, I think. Emerging into the sunlight, so to speak. This is cleared woodland. I just need to get up to the top of the hill here and then back on my track.